Donald Trump will never be president again, says renowned pollster Frank Luntz. This is a Sydney Morning Herald, one of the world's top pollsters, Frank Luntz, who has advised multiple Republican presidents, says Donald Trump will never again lead the United States. He will not win. If Trump wins again, he will be nominated by the Republicans, but he will never be elected president because there are too many people who hate him, is what he says. And he continues saying Trump is the most popular Republican by far, but he can't win a general election because in the end, politics is about persona as much as it is about policy, and his persona is unacceptable to too many people. Luntz has worked as a strategist and pollster for the Republican Party for almost 30 years and is regarded as one of the world's most incisive commentators. So you obviously agree with that, right? You don't think he'll ever win?
I think, number one, this guy, do you know who Frank Luntz is? You want to pull him up? You've seen his face before. He this is what he does. And he works for the Republican Party, I want to say. He might say he's independent, but this is what he does. I think it's a case of if it were Trump versus Biden again, and again, I don't even think Biden should run in 4 years. It's almost like unacceptable versus unaware. There's 60% of the country that thinks Trump is unacceptable. I do not accept him. There's a large contingency of the country that thinks Biden is just completely helpless and unaware. So this goes back to my initial point of, are these our two best options? Is this really where we're at right now? Can we get a Tulsi Gabbard in there? Can we get a DeSantis in there? Can we get a Rock in there? Is this really where we're at, that we're deciding again between Donald Trump, unacceptable, versus Biden, unaware?
So I'm saying Rock can win as an independent today. And the climate is perfect for the Rock to win as an independent.
I agree. If it's Biden, Trump on the left and the right, and then you got Rock coming up the middle, I would vote for Rock in a heartbeat, regardless of policy. Because what we've established is that a lot of it is just persona anyway.
So therefore, it's policy versus persona in this scenario, where you just explained it perfect. I mean, you may not have the policies initially as far as like the Rock is concerned, but he has the persona that oversees this. And people did not vote for Trump enough not because of the policies, it was because of the persona.
Agreed.
So, I got nothing.
What do you mean you got nothing?
No, I'm just saying.
This article could have been from 2015. I heard the same crap leading up. That Hillary was going to win in a landslide. And listen, I didn't vote for Trump in 16, right? But all I heard everywhere was this guy's got no chance. The polls he's down by 9%. He's down by 12%. There's only 3 months to go. But there was something in the eye test that everywhere I looked, I didn't see a single Hillary lawn sign. I didn't see a single Hillary banner. I just saw Trump everywhere. I was like, this is odd. Something about what I'm seeing day to day driving around is different than what I'm hearing on the news. And every pollster in the world came out and said afterwards, right, 538, we need to readjust our polls. We didn't take this into account. We didn't take that into account. And then people want to act like he got smoked in this last election. He got more votes. He's the first president in the history of the United States to get more votes in his re-election campaign and lose.
Do you feel that more people now are realizing that policies are important?
Yeah,
because of what is currently going on in the world?
I think to a certain degree that's a good point, Phil. I also think that I don't want him to run because he activates the other side too much. Right. I think DeSantis or somebody else, they don't have the vitriol that's going to activate that extra 5-6%. I think Trump is going to activate people that right now are completely disenfranchised, that are frankly embarrassed that they supported Biden. I know a lot of people that are embarrassed that they were like, you know what, man, Orange Man bad, but maybe it wasn't this bad. My God, right?
I don't know many people like that. But
well, I will say, I believe you don't know many people like that.
I will say that you do bring up a couple valid points, and you've even addressed this on Rogan. I don't think that many people were voting because they loved Biden. It's because Trump was that unacceptable, and you said they activated the other side.
If that many people voted,
people voted against Trump, not for Biden, but. You said the difference between 2016 and 2020 is that he was an unproven commodity at that point. I don't know. This guy, Donald Trump, he's kind of in there. I don't know. He's crazy. He's doing some things. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He'll shake up Washington. By 2020, people knew exactly what they were getting. And they're like, I've seen this movie before.
He went to the well
I know how this ends. I do not want to see the same movie for the 5th freaking time. I'm good. Let's see a new movie. Even if the new movie sucks. I've seen that movie too many times. I know how it ends.
So the pendulum now is on policy, probably no matter what. I mean, I've chatted with a lot of different people, black, white, everything. And they've all said that policy is more important because of the current economic climate. and I think you take the nameplates off of candidates,
Yeah.
I think we're going to realize that we live in a world where, man, this person has a great persona, but these policies are great. However, with social media and all that stuff, you got to have both.
Brother,
you
let me tell you
both.
something. What percentage of Americans actually vote based on policy and policy alone?
But when you're looking at polls
20%?
so what are the polls right now, like the acceptance
small.
rate?
When you say policy, that's let's just define. Most voters vote on one issue. Single issue voters make up over 70% of votes. So
there's that,
and it's not even necessarily policy.
It's whatever
on that.
benefits them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
and
the
that's
single
fine.
issue is what benefits them. Yeah, no, it is. But Kai, go ahead. You were trying to say something. Kai, we can't hear you.
Okay, no.
Go ahead.
For me, a big thing as well is we talked about with Trump. If the market wouldn't have crashed, what are the odds that he would have been reelected? Now, can they sustain that and push that out for another 2 years? If the market crashes, what are the odds Biden can get elected?
You're talking about COVID, not a market crash.
No, a market crash.
No, market crash was due to COVID. Is what you're saying.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is also that the fact that that's now bounced back in 13 months seems to be a little bit propagated.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.